Kitchens are gonna look very different in 2026. So here are my top design predictions that you're both gonna love and hate. Honey stained oak returning was not on my 2026 bingo card, but here we are. Someone thought they were gonna bring this back, and honestly, if you had this in the 80s and 90s, you have some PTSD. It really feels stuck in a time warp because you're so pigeonholed to a very specific color that is really challenging to work with. It's really hard to modernize it, and it lacks so much depth in comparison to all the other wood finishes you could be using. Statement range hoods. Now, I am so for this. I think this is a really incredibly artistic way of creating a statement in your home. They really become the center point that helps complement whatever natural stone that you're using. It elevates the space immediately while balancing out the minimal cabinetry. And what's great about this is that you can play with so many different materials. Whether it's marble, plaster, stain, there are so many different combinations. Stainless steel has been trying to make a comeback for so many years, and now I'm only for it if you do it in a brushed finish. Having this introduction of such a high reflective material into a kitchen space can come off extremely commercial, but the brushed helps tone it down and it really absorbs the light so it doesn't have that same impact. It's so much softer. The great thing about that brushed undertone is that it's so cool that it pairs so beautifully when you're juxtaposing it against a warm finish. Now, you all know I love natural stone. People have been trying to bring back black countertops. Now, they can work in certain settings, but in my opinion, black, if you have ever used a black for any natural stone finish, it is going to show everything. Crumbs, hairs, smudges, dust, etching, and staining. It is the most temperamental out of all the stones you could possibly use. And regardless if you're using a honed or a polished finish, it just sucks all the light out of the kitchen. I've said it before and I will say it again. We have been moving towards those moodier, darker, rich finishes with woods. That's why walnut is going to be on the rise moving into 2026. There's something so elevated about it because it has so much depth and warmth with all the different variations that it has. It's rich and, in my opinion, timeless because it works with so many different color palettes.